Hey guys, it's coreross, and we have this beautiful page on Lion. So he is looking really cool. This has his bio and his loadout and information on his gadget. So let's go over it. We've got him being very stoic here, again with his dual pistols, which is very interesting. And of course his operator icon, really cool. So let's go over his bio. So first of all, of course, his name is Oliver Flamant. Anger. So Oliver was born to a conservative, well-to-do family. His parents and older sister Sophie were in the medicine and devout Catholics, but he bucked against the conventions and their faith. He was smart and arrogant, but he believed rebellion was a better use of his intellect. Very interesting. It was fun to act against expectation to drink and party. At least it was until he got his girlfriend. Oh, got his girlfriend pregnant. Interesting. I love these backstories. They're getting so good at them. He tried to convince Larry to get an abortion. Not the nicest guy, but she refused. Once his parents found out about the pregnancy, they kicked him out of the house. Oh God. It was the last straw in a string of bad behavior. Depressed, Oliver went on a drug and alcohol fueled bender. Oh my God. This guy sounds like a freaking hoot, doesn't he? Getting trashed enough to land in the hospital. That was his wake up call. He was 18 and nearly homeless, so he joined the French army out of desperation. He needed purpose. That is cool. Very cool. He's got a hell of an interesting backstory so far, anyway. So, military life was hard but rewarding. Oliver took solace in purpose and struggled to break old habits. He started sending money to Clara to support their newborn son. Good, he's actually doing something nice now. Even though she did not want to see Oliver. Oh, God. He became a second level in combat rescuer and joined the 2nd Dragoon Regiment in their role as a CBRN reaction force. He also developed a close relationship with regiment Catholic chaplain Bert. What's that? Bertrand, who eventually spoke to Clara and convinced that Oliver regretted his actions. He arranged a reunion for them. Very cool. It kind of has a nice ending, I guess. God. So, regret. It was a hard moment for Oliver. He met his son, Alexis, the child he wanted aborted. Oh, God. And the reality of his decision hit him hard. He had been selfish, pushing his girlfriend to do something because it inconvenienced him. God, I could barely get that word out. More so, Clara was about to get married, and Alexis was already calling someone else daddy. Oh dear. Everything he had done, putting his loved ones through hell, shoved him into a wild depression. Oh, God, he's in depression now. That almost cost him his rank. Oh. The chaplain helped Oliver through his crisis, and with it, he returned to Catholic Church. What a guy! He's a bit of a troublemaker, isn't he? A lot of trouble. Oliver swore he would do everything possible to rectify the pain he had caused. So he worked harder and sought more challenges. Interesting. He qualified to join the GIGN as their new biohazard expert. Using drones to maintain and hold quarantine perimeters, he focused on his duty on making things right, no matter how much it hurt him in the process. His feelings were irrelevant. What mattered was his strict observation of his duty. During a yellow fever outbreak in Sudan, while protecting a field investigation team, his loud voice scared a frightened mob back, and he gained the nickname Lion from the locals. That's cool. Very cool. So, sacrifice. In 2015, the army asked him to lead the 2nd Dragoons to West Africa to assist medical personnel fighting the Ebola epidemic. Tragedy ensued, and the decisions Oliver made for safety reasons put him at odds with Doc. So the first mention of another operator, who blamed him for the death of several medical personnel on site, including Doc's colleague. The tensions between the two continues to this day in Team Rainbow. Really cool. After studying his jacket, Finca recommended Oliver for Rainbow. So it's Finca that got Oliver into Rainbow. Interesting. And 6 agreed. Oliver immediately proved his value when Finca and he uncovered the source of this mysterious mist that came ashore in Sussex and poisoned people. Through his claims, he shares that success with Twitch. Oh, they're just name bombing in here constantly now. Who provided him with the new aerial drone. Dun dun dun. So he's got an aerial drone to locate the mist plume. Oh, sweet. So Oliver has managed to stay in his son's life, but it is an awkward relationship. Alexis does not know how to call him father, but Oliver is not sure what it means to be dad in the day-to-day. Interesting. He has mended bridges with his parents and sister. His return to the Catholic faith healed those wounds, and while his decision to be a soldier bothers them, he is no longer the thoughtless rebel. Rules give him structure and allow him to control what he considers the prettier part of his personality. He is not a soldier to make life easy on his soul. He bears the weight and responsibility for what he has done, even though the guy Bertrand constantly reminds him that forgiveness is the heart of God. Unfortunately, Lion has rubbed some people with G.I. Jane and Rainbow the wrong way. So Doc thinks he lacks the empathy necessary to help in medical crises with Lion, while Lion thinks Doc's humanitarian is a liability. Brilliant. Twitch is not happy about being caught in the middle of the fight. Lion's closest friend in G.I. Jane is Montang. I probably pronounced that completely wrong, but I'll call him Monty. That's a better name anyway. But when Thatcher. But when Thatcher punched Oliver after he said the wrong thing during a training exercise, Lion almost brought the G.I. Jane and SES to blows. Isn't that beautiful? I'd love to actually see that. That'd be cool. Oliver spends most of his social time at church volunteering when he can, or at least at his apartment reading and staying out of trouble while listening to the angry albums of his teenage years. Brilliant. All right, we're gonna go into the exciting stuff. Here we go. Gadget and Loadout. So the V308, here it is. Very cool. It's basically a vector / assault rifle variation type thing with a drum magazine. He's got the 4.17 marksman rifle and the SG CQB shotgun. So these are both on the French operators. So he's just getting this one as his new weapon, which is effectively just the vector we already have, but it will be different, of course. It'll fire differently. It'll have a different fire rate. It'll do different damage. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. You can also put an ACOG on it because Lion is an attacker. So interesting. He's got the P9 pistol, the LFP 586 pistol as well. So of course this Magnum. And he comes with claymores and a flashbang. He's going to have a medium speed and medium armor. So very interesting. It's going to be very curious what this weapon is like in game. But let's talk about his actual gadget, his device, his drone. So the EE1D allows Lion to survey hot zones and maintain quarantine protocols on mission. He uses it to detect movement in an area in order to determine if someone is breaking quarantine, curfew, or a perimeter. So basically, it's going to fly above the map and it'll let you know when people are moving around. Don't know how it's going to do that yet, but it's not a drone you can actually control and drive around, so it's going to be really interesting. And you're only going to be able to call it in a certain amount of time. So I guess it's kind of like a Call of Duty UAV calling in some way. Like it might be a mini map he looks at and he gets ideas, or it might be full on wall hacks. They might actually see people moving through walls. We'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be super interesting. So that is Lion, and this really cool backstory, and this page is just gorgeous. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to go read it yourself. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.